place, huh?
Roxie, the adventuress. Roxie and Agnie were a happy-go-lucky pair of adventure seekers. Roxie came from a long line of historically renowned explorers. Some of them were, in fact, the ones who dug up the mineral veins that brought riches and prosperity to Mildar. The happy and definitely a bit insane family would have been able to just settle down and enjoy a peaceful life of affluence. Yet the desire for adventure that ran in their veins would not allow them to do so. Instead, they paid their most trusted friends a generous amount, enough to raise a newborn all the way to adulthood, and entrusted them their offspring so that they could continue seeking out grand new worlds without needing to lug around a whining child. That was how Roxie's grandfather grew up. It was how her father grew up. Roxie herself, too, was no different. The only childhood memories she had of her parents were letters that came every few months, as long as the intrepid couple hadn't managed to trap themselves in some mysterious crypt or gotten too immersed in exotic locations to remember to write to their only child. Roxie envied the lifestyle of her parents to no end. She remembered little about either of them, but their letters spoke of happiness and romance, and Roxie, being young and full of imagination, was completely sold.
The day will come when I set off on an adventure of my own and meet my Prince Charming,
she would always say. Her days were well spent in detailed daydreams of her future travels, where she would journey to the end of the world and unearth exciting relics and mystic treasures alongside some dashing gentlemen. Unfortunately, Roxie did not find her Prince Charming life throws curveballs like that. Instead, she found her travel companion in a mischievous and infinitely annoying fire spirit named Agnie. A gift from Roxie's parents to celebrate her coming of age, Agnie was energetic and loved pranks of all kinds. With it came a treasure map Roxie's parents had lovingly drafted, marking countless explored and unexplored treasure locations. On the birthday card were the words,
"Go on, search for everything you could ever want. We look forward to meeting you somewhere along the way.
Love,
Love,
Mom
and Dad."
This was clearly her cue to set off on her first adventure. Roxie could hardly wait. She had her backpack and her mining pick. She was ready for Roxie's grand adventure.
What about me? You should call it Agnie and Roxie's Grand Adventure.
The fire spirit complained, poking its head out of the backpack.
Who cares about you? I don't even need you.
Bet you won't be able to even read the map without me, dummy.
Roxie couldn't really argue with that. Agnie was right, for Roxie, despite her aspirations to become the greatest explorer to have ever been born, was hopeless with directions. She could barely tell which side of the map was up. That was the true reason her parents had gifted Agnie to her. She would probably spend days walking in circles otherwise. After bidding farewell to the kind, old man Morin, the optimistic Max and the well-meaning little Spitfire Wisp, Roxie was finally on her way. Agnie was a pain in the neck, but at least it was good company.
But where, oh where is my Prince Charming?